Hi, this is Dave Thomas of BonerPlan.com, and welcome to the 2010 ATA show.
I've walked 1,000 miles just to find this pit. I've seen more than my share from the end of it, and now I'm pale as ever, finding all my hate from happily ever after, etched upon my grave.
All right, so we're here with Tim from Gold Tip. He's going to show us what they have new for this year coming up.
Well, what we have this year is a lighter weight version hunting arrow in the Velocity line. We got a new AccuLite nock. It's a light 8-grain nock with a short throat. It should be ultra accurate. And it lightens up the whole system, gives the average bow hunter in the neighborhood of 8 to 12 foot a second. We also have a new heavyweight pin nock this year for the the bow hunter that likes the pin nock system. It creates a real rigid nock. It also puts a lot of protection on the back of that arrow so you're not cracking the back of your shaft shooting groups. For your crossbow guys, we have a new Laser 2 kinetic crossbow bolt, much heavier. Cool. It's going to finish out in the neighborhood of 500 grains. So, it works well with the heavy poundage, 175, 225 pound crossbows. Now, the big difference in gold tip arrows, as with fly rods or with, say, golf shafts, for example, what sets a gold tip apart is its construction process. It's a pre-preg rolled shaft. Okay, it gets a good consolidation of fiber, and your very best carbon tubes in the industry are made this way. It's a little more labor intensive, but it builds a better shaft. And it builds a shaft. I'm going to hold these a second. It builds a shaft with really good memory. Okay, when we teach people to flex test these shafts for safety reasons, carbon's extremely durable. Okay, and this is a stiff 300 spine shaft, and if you're able to flex the crap out of it. But a lot of shafts on the market, if you were to do that, they would actually bend. Okay. And hold that set. And a lot of people think carbon arrows are either straight or they're broken, and that's not necessarily true. Depending on the amount of non-carbon material in the shaft, they can actually hold as high as, I've seen carbon arrows as high as a 50 thousandths bend, and they won't recover back. So one thing you're going to get from Gold Tip is a shaft that stays as straight as the day you bought it. It's going to give you peak performance. Guys are winning national championships with these exact shafts. This particular shafting here, I actually set a double 70 feeder record with it. So it's a shaft we're promoting into the hunting line that has, a history of exceptional target archery performance also. So
absolutely. Are you guys still building like the XT Hunter?
Yeah, the XT
that
Hunter,
line too.
We're in the ammunition business. Okay, we're not going to change our core line at all. If you learn to depend on that particular arrow, it's no different than the Remington Core Lock 180. They still sell it because it's a great bullet. Okay. The 55, 75, 75, 95 is a great balance in weight and speed, and a lot of bow hunters want to keep their their system simplistic. They're not subject to all the gimmicks that run around, and that's just it's an exceptional arrow. I believe the Pro Hunter 55, 75, and 75, 95 is one of the finest arrows that's ever been made. I've shot the best field scores of my life with them, including relied on them for just super accuracy at long distances.
Yeah, we used the XT Hunter this year. I used it personally, and it was great success with it. It worked awesome. I was very happy with it, and it was priced right. I don't think it was too expensive by any means compared to the competition. It was right where I wanted it to be. And to be honest, we've heard a lot of good stuff about Gold Tip throughout the years. Being a hunter since I was 12, all of us and our whole crew is pretty Gold Tip. We love Gold Tip, so. Very good.
We try to keep the costs, reasonable. We sort our arrows. Some companies just give you what you get, okay? You get a +or-5, take it or leave it. What we do is we sort the arrows in straightness grades, and we allow the guys that want to spend the extra money for that pro grade shaft that want that ultimate arrow as ±half a grain and ±1,000 straightest. You pay a little extra, you can get that. Most guys honestly cannot outshoot an XT Hunter. Okay? If you're hunting whitetails inside of 50 yards, it's really splitting hairs, So,
absolutely.
To be honest with you, a lot of guys can't outshoot an expedition hunter. But I understand the need for a Pro Series shaft. I want the straightest arrows I can get in my quiver. I don't want anything left to chance.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks, Tim. Appreciate it.
No problem.
Bow Hunter Plan appreciates it. Thank you. All right, Brad, Dave Thomas again. See what you got here.
All right, well,
We have two new products for 2010. One's a covert model, similar to our last year's product. Covert meaning no glow at night. And we have a semi-covert model where it's got a smoke filter over the illuminator, so you can see those illuminators in there. Yep. So you have a little bit of red glow at night.
That's great.
We have a custom lens in there where we have 1080p high definition pictures, so when you're viewing your pictures, it's going to be a widescreen feed. So when you open the camera up here on the side, we're running 12 AA batteries. The lithium batteries obviously run a little bit better, especially in the cold weather. We've tested it down to negative 30 degrees and up to 120 degrees. We switched the SD card just because it's a better feel for the camera. You can get you have your point and shoot camera, your regular digital camera. You can pop the card out, throw it in there, and
perfect.
view your pictures on there on spot instead of lugging the computer around. This has a 1/5 trigger speed, so it's getting 2 pictures a second and up to 10 pictures a trigger. So in 5 seconds, you can get actually 10 photos.
Wow.
So it's what we call near video, where it looks like a slow motion video, but they're still shot images. So a lot of these, others,
very cool.
They're going with the videos and stuff, and I get it, but that obviously bogs down on batteries. And takes up a little bit more on your memory card.
It's a real simple design. I like it a lot.
Absolutely.
It's real easy to get into it. I like how the batteries are double A's too, because we're used to those. They 3 volt or 6 volts.
Yep.
And those things, man, it's horrible recharging them and dealing with that. This is so simple, and I love the size. I mean, this is.
And with 12 set of 12 batteries, lithiums, it'll get about 40,000 pictures, or it'll run for a year, which is really nice.
Jeez, that's amazing. What else you guys working with then?
What's that?
Oh, go ahead. Sorry, I'll cut that in.
No, that's fine. As far as functionality goes, when you set the camera up, all you have to do is turn it on, set the time, the date, and then pick whether you want to use Celsius or Fahrenheit. And then after that, you set it on the tree or wherever you put it. You turn it on, you can close the camera, and you can walk away. It'll arm itself after 2 minutes of you touching it. So
very cool.
If you forget to arm the camera, not a problem. It'll take the pictures.
And then these over here are like some of the models you guys have had already, right?
Yep, those are previous models.
And those are the ones that, although they're bigger, they're still high quality, right? I mean, your pictures are taken, it says HD on here.
Yep, all of our cameras are HD. This was last year's 2009 model. It's a high output camera, similar to the other one. It's a little bit smaller camera, but this camera here will get 1 picture per second, where that one gets 2 pictures per second. Both, high definition. We have 2 covert models. We have what we call the 55, where you'll get a little bit more nighttime range with that, because it's not covert. You'll get about 60 to 65 feet, whereas this model will get about 50 feet of nighttime range.
Very close. It's got the widescreen too. That's really cool. If people want to buy it, where would they find it at, or how would they get it?
We sell direct at Reconyx.com out of Holman, Wisconsin.
Okay,
otherwise, we have many dealers spread out through the entire United States.
Very cool. All right, thanks, Brad. Appreciate it. Nice to meet you. I'm here with Kevin from Ghost Blinds. He's going to show us how it works and give us a little detail about it. Kevin, nice to meet you.
Thank you. You want to see how things set up?
Yeah, let's check this thing out.
Set it up and take it down. It's real simple. Takes about 10 seconds. As you can see, everything is angled so that there's no sun reflection. The game can't see itself. The only thing that the game can see is about a 6-foot circle around the blind. And if it's windy conditions, you can tie it down. We've got strings that you can tie it down. Wind shifts, you get busted. You just want a plane move. All you got to do is pick the thing up and move it.
Now explain the glare thing a little bit, because I heard one of the gentlemen ask about the glare.
It's impossible for the sun to reflect any place but down.
Okay.
So it doesn't make a difference how low it is on the horizon. But with it angled like this, it has to come in, sun goes down.
Awesome.
And that's the same thing with the vision of game. Unless they get within about 3 or 4 feet of you, then they're going to see themselves, but it's time to take a shot by then.
Very cool. How long have you had this design and this product?
We started this about 3 years ago, been tweaked it. About 6 months ago or 8 months ago, we started actually advertising. And you can get a shot of the map later, but you can see what we sold just in September on our website.
Very cool.
And so it's just taken off, so right now we're getting ready to introduce it to the retail market.
Awesome. And if someone wanted to buy it, how would they buy it?
Right now, if they want to buy one today, they have to go to our website at ghostblind.com, and we'll be in the retail stores here in the next couple of months.
Awesome. All right, thanks, Kevin. All right.